Very good evening to all. Very good evening. Sorry for the delay, guys. Some technical issues happening. So for that, I came delayed today. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Because of some technical issues happened. So for that only, I came lately today. Sorry for that. Sorry for killing your time for nearly 10 minutes, right? So sorry for that because of we are facing some technical issues here. So for that only, yes, for that only I came lately here. Yes. A very good evening to all. Okay. Very good evening. Prasanna, very good evening. And Sri Manikanta, very good evening. I can understand some technical issues we are facing. So for that only we are came lately today. Try to understand, guys. It is nearly 10 minutes. Try to understand. And sorry for that inconvenience as well. Okay. So Pasupula Vinay, very good evening. And if you feel like sleepy in the sense, you can go sleep and come, no problem. So Venugopal, very good evening. And Dharani, very good evening. Magalakshmi, very good evening. And yes, Risha, very good evening. And yes, very good evening to you all. And Swarna, very good evening. And I hope I'm audible to you, everyone. I hope I'm audible to you. And Rogini, very good evening. And Pradeep, very good evening. Gokul, very good evening. Hello everyone. This is Philip Padit from Pantech eLearning, and I welcome you all for engage your learning experience with Pantech eLearning anytime, anywhere, and any places. We are always supporting to students in a technical way. What is our main vision? We are going to help 10 million students to learn the technical knowledge by the easy way. I welcome you all this particular session of Data Science Masterclass program. In this particular session, I am going to discussing with you that Pandas library. Okay, so before entering this particular session, the Pandas library is the most important library for us. Correct? So yeah, just a minute, guys. Yeah, we are facing some technical issues, so for that only I came lately. Try to understand. Okay, fine. So taking time, so I will open this. Yeah. So today I'm going to discussing with you that Pandas library. Okay. So who all knows about the Pandas library? If you knows about this one in the sense, please answer me in chat box right now. And before entering this particular session, I will tell you one thing. If you guys are really interested to watching this particular session, please engage with me and please give your support. That is the most important thing, correct? So with the communication, we are expecting the good interaction as well. So please engage with me and please interact with me in between this particular session. And if I'm asking any question, you guys are please give the answer for that particular question as well, because of I believe interaction. So please be interactive more. Okay, right? So without delay, I'm going to entering this particular session. Are you guys are excited to get into this particular session? Are you guys are excited? If you guys are so much getting into this particular session in the sense, please mention in the chat box. Yes. Please mention in the chat box. Yes. Guys, please give your reply and response. That is the most important thing. If you guys are so much excited to getting into this particular session, please mention in the chat box. Yes. And also don't forget to hit the like button as well. That is the most important things to continue this particular session as well. Okay, right? So today I am going to discussing with you that Pandas library. When you are going to entering the data science technology, the libraries contributed the many things to creating the data science project. Without using the Pandas library, without using the NumPy library, without using the Matplotlib and also the Seaborn library, the data science analysis process and data manipulation process is not possible. So for that time, we are going to entering that particular that libraries. So that is the most important thing. Guys, I hope you guys are watching this particular session. Please give your reply. So I'm expecting good interaction, but yes, the chat box is very less. Yeah. Thank you so much for the good response, guys. Thank you. Yeah, and try to understand the Pandas library is the most important library for the data science. Why? Because of when I am going to entering the data science technology, we need to handle the data, we need to manipulating the data, we need to processing the data. The Pandas library majorly helpful to manipulating the data, analyzing the data, and processing the data as well. So for that only we are going to use this particular Pandas library, that is the most important library for data manipulation. Okay, right. So what is Pandas exactly? Pandas is one of the library. It is used for working with the data set, and it has the most of the functionalities is available in this particular Pandas library. Before entering the libraries concept, you could know about one thing. What is that? In the sense, what is the meaning of the package, what is the meaning of the module, what is the meaning of the function. Packages means collection of the modules means collection of the functions means collection of block of the code, correct? So here the Pandas library having the collection of modules is available, and also the collection of the functions is available. It has the many functions for analyzing the data and cleaning the data and exploring the data and manipulating the data. So Pandas is the most important library for handling the data. So for an example, I need to analyzing my data. I want to exploring my data with the help of the several functionality. Of course, it can be possible too with the Pandas library. Okay, and yeah, and cleaning the data, manipulating the data, all the things it can be possible with the help of the Pandas. All the functionalities is available in a Pandas library. Try to understand. Okay, Pandas library is the most important library for most important library for this what should I say, analyzing and cleaning and also the exploring this one. Yes, thank you. Right. And why Pandas? That is the most important question. So what is Pandas? What is the purpose of Pandas? We already knows about it. I want to manipulating my data with the help of the Pandas library. I want to analyzing the data with the help of the Pandas library. I want to clean my data with the help of the Pandas library. And why we need a Pandas? That is the most important thing, correct? So the Pandas is used to that allows us to analyzing the big data and making the conclusion based on the statistical theories. And also Pandas can be possible to clean the messy data and it make them it is readable and relevant. Try to understand with the help of the Pandas libraries only we can making the propriorizing data for the machine learning model training. So the Pandas can help to making the structured data. The Pandas can making to making the cleaned data, and Pandas can making the data as a structured and also the formatized data and also the useful data as well for the model training. Okay, right. So and also relevant data is very important in a data science. Why? Because of when you are going to entering the data science, the data is the most important thing. We need to manipulating the data more. We need to manipulating the data more. So for that we are going to use the Pandas library. So for that the Pandas library is the most important library for manipulating your data and analyzing your data. Okay, right. And in Pandas, we have the data structures. One is a series, another one is the data frame. The series is nothing but that one-dimensional data. They are having that only that this series we having that index rows. We don't have much more columns. Okay, we don't have much more columns. That we can call it as that single column and also the multiple rows. That we can call it as that series. It is defined as a one-dimensional array that is capable of storing the variable data type and also the row labels of the series is called as the index, and we can easily convert the list and also the tuple and sticks array into the series, which is the method called as like another series. And a series cannot contain the multiple column, and it has like another only one parameter. Then what about the data frame? So data frame is nothing but like that most important structures. So we can call it as like another structured data. For example, each and every data set we are going to loading the data as a data frame. Okay, so it is widely used in a data structure of the pandas and work with the two-dimensional array that we can call it as rows and also the column. That we can call it as rows and also the column. Okay, and the data frame is defined as a standard way to storing the data into this like another two different indexes, like rows and also the column. So that we can call it as a tabulation view. That we can call it as a tabulation visualization. Yeah. So this is all about this particular like that pandas. So we have the several like that functionality. For an example, series slicing and analyzing the data, and also the you can see this one. I will explain one by one with the help of the like that Google Collaboratory notebook. Okay, are you guys ready to getting into this particular like the Google Collaboratory notebook explanation, guys? Are you ready? If you guys are ready, means please mention in the chat box right now. If you guys are ready, means please mention in the chat box right now. I am going to explaining the major important library and major important function for manipulating the data. Are you guys are ready to getting into this like another functionality which is available in Panta? So please mention in the chat box yes, Philip. Please mention in the chat box yes, Philip. So I'm going to like that explaining one by one. So before entering the Google Collaboratory notebook, you know the procedure to opening the notebook. I thought you know, right? Yeah. So if you guys don't know about this one in the sense, I will tell the procedure. Just open the browser and type the collab, then enter, and welcome to Collaboratory notebook, and yeah, click the new notebook here. So once it is like that open the note, this particular like that cells is going to be open. So my internet is little bit like slow, so for that maybe it is taking more time on it. So here you can write the code one by one. Here you can write the code one by one. Okay, this is the way to opening the Google Collaboratory notebook. Who all don't know about this one in this one? This is a procedure to working with the Google Collaboratory notebook. Now I will be like that explaining the one by one. This yeah, one by one functions which is available in Pandas. That is here I am going to explaining the most important functions for data science. Okay, most important things. Yeah. Okay. Right now I'm going to like that before importing the Pandas library, you need to install this particular like the Pandas library. How to install the libraries? That is the procedure right now. So you can open the command prompt and pip install. So this is the way to installing the Pandas library. Okay, in your system. In Google Collaboratory notebook, okay, in Google Collaboratory notebook we have the way like exclamatory pip install Pandas, but in Collaboratory notebook it is not much needed because of already it is like that installed because of the code is running in the cloud. Okay, cloud, so no problems and no need to installing this particular like the notebook for this. But if it is not working, you can follow the procedure for install Pandas. Okay, right. Once you run this, it is going to be like executed. Yeah, it's a taking time and it is going to be run one by one. Yeah. Okay, guys. So how to importing the pandas library? So import pandas SPD, import numpy. So this is a way to importing this pandas library and also the numpy library. Here, most importantly, pandas we have to import like this. So import pandas as PD. Every time you can call it as that PD only, not need to that call this particular pandas. Okay, so for that only I'm going to alias PD. Right. So now I'm going to creating the data frame. How? That is a good question, right? Maybe of the most important interview question. Okay, most important interview question that I'm going to explaining with you right now. How to creating the data frame. So here I have a variable name like data, and here the name as that Rocky Adhiran and also the Shanti in a list, and also role is hero, villain, and also the mother for respective person. Okay, for respective persons. So for this particular the data, I want to create a structured and also the tabulation weave and call it as structured data. So how we can creating the data frame? How we can creating the data frame? So in Pandas library, we have the one particular function that is called it as the data frame. Okay, data frame. So here pd dot data frame, and you can pass this particular data. Okay, so here you are not mentioning this particular this particular, yeah, once you are going to passing this particular data, it is going to be creating the data frames. It is going to be creating the data frame. So it started from 0 1 2. So try to understand what is the difference between these particular data and this particular tf1. So here print of data, so that will be print like this. This is not a structured data. I want to visualize the tabulation format with the help of the data frame. That you can see this one tf1 and dot data frame. This will be help to creating the data frames like the names Rocky, Adiran, and also the Shanti, and role, hero, villain, and also the mother. I hope you guys are understood about this, why we are going to creating the data frame. Understood? Huh? If you guys are clear about this in this sense, please mention in the chat box clear. Okay, please mention in the clear, in chat box clear. That is the most important thing. Okay, right. So once you done this, the data frame will help to creating the structured data, and it will be help to visualizing the tabulation format like the rows and also the column for this particular unstructured data. Understood? Understood, right? Understood, right? Yeah. So now next we'll move to this series. So what is the meaning of the series? For an example, we have the arrays. Okay, that we can call it as that info is equal to numpy dot arrays, and also we have the characters like the pantas, that is pantas, and here I'm going to creating the series. With the help of the dot series, we can creating the series like this, and you can see this one. This is, try to understand, this is a one-dimensional data. But here we have the two-dimensional data that we can call it as rows, and also the column we can call it as, this is the row column and this is the rows. And here one, I want to change the indexing name. Okay, so 0 1 2 3 will be replaced in a character 1, character 2, and character 3 with the help of the indexing parameter. Now you can see the changes of this one. Now you can see the changes of this one, guys. See character 1, character 2, and character 3 right now, right? So you can change anything like this with the help of the indexing parameter. I hope my voice is clear, guys. I hope my voice is clear. Okay, I hope my voice is clear. I hope my voice is very clear to you all. My voice is very clear. Oh, shoot. Just a minute, guys. Yeah. So try to understand, we have the data. So I'm going to recalling it data. So I want to creating the tabulation view of this particular data, that is name and also the role one by one. So with the help of the data frame, it can be possible. So dot the data frame will help to creating the structured data. So here I can passing this particular data and also the indexing, that is one to character 1, character 2, character 3. And what is the difference between these particular data and this particular data frame? The data frame will help to creating the tabulation view, and this particular the data will help to creating the unstructured data. That's it. Okay, I hope you can understand about this, right? Yes. And about this particular series like this is a one dimensional. This is not much needed to concentrating on this particular things. Okay, just leave that. And now I will be moved to accessing the indexing number basis. For example, we have the data frame, okay, that we can call it as the TF1. Dot log function will help to accessing that particular the indexing number rows. For example, log of character 3. So here I can call that particular the indexing number name of this particular indexing, that is going to be the displays to accessing this particular character 3 is actually Shanti and also the mother. Okay, and also the mother. Then what is the iloc? The iloc will help to considering the indexing number, but log will help to considering the exact name of the index. Name of the index. Try to understand. So of course this is the second index of the this particular things. You can see this one 0, 1, 2. Okay. iloc will help to accessing based on the indexing number. Log will help to accessing the specify the name of this particular indexing number. Can you understand what I am saying? iloc will help to log will help to you can specify the name of the indexing number. That will be help to that will be help to displace the particular row. And also the dot 2, that is the difference between the log and also the iloc. Iloc will help to the displacing based on the indexing number, it can be possible to access. Correct? Okay, correct? Yes. So I'm going to accessing the data frame dot log and character 3, that is the name of the index, I mean row, and this is the index of the row. Can you understand what I'm saying? So I'm explaining very slower way. Okay, I'm very explaining very slower way. Yes. Now, yes. So after that, I am going to entering to loading the data. So before entering this particular process of one by one, I will be talking about the internship program right now. Okay, that is the most important things, guys, because of who all are interested to joining this particular internship program. Who all are really interested to joining this data science internship program, please do join us right now, guys. Please do join us right now, because of we are going to giving the good offer to you guys, because of we are going to giving good offer to you, we are going to giving the good offer. So who all are really interested to joining this particular data science internship program, please do join us right now. You will be getting the good offer, you will be getting the good offer to you guys. So please do join us right now if you are interested. Okay, really interested, you can join us right now. Okay, so we will be sharing the good knowledge. Who all are really interested to do the internship on data science technologies in the sun, this is a right opportunity to do the internship. So please do join us right now. Okay, please do join us right now if you are really interested. Okay, if you are really interested, please do join us right now. That is the most important thing. So what is the benefit of this particular internship program? 21 days of the live session will be accessible for the participant and also the internship user. Videos will be accessible for 90 days. And only for the internship user, you can receive the 8+ source code of the data science project. and also the materials as well. Okay, and you can receive the 30 days of the downloadable presentation, and also the 21 days of the downloadable presentation and project materials, all the things you will be get it. And a hackathon available on this particular hackathon classes. You will be directly contact to the mentor, and you will be discussing with the mentors. If you have, you can ask with them. Okay, you can ask with them, that particular mentor. So every Saturday we are going to conducting the hackathon classes for only for the internship user, and yes, 6 hackathon classes will be available, and confirmation letter which is getting from Pantech eLearning, and internship certificate which is getting from Pantech eLearning. 21 days of live session, 90 days access of recorded videos, and 8 plus source code projects, data science projects, and 30 days of the downloadable presentation. And hackathon classes will be available only for the internship user, and confirmation letter which is getting from Pantech eLearning, and also the internship certificate which is getting from Pantech eLearning. Who are really interested to join, please do join us right now. That is the most important thing. That is the most important thing. Okay, right. So don't hesitate to joining this particular internship program. Maybe if you guys are really hesitating to joining this particular internship program, in the sense, maybe the quality of the content, correct? So for the quality wise, I assure you that because of we have the good quality of the content for this particular internship program. If you guys are really interested, you can join us right now. Normally we give nearly 2000 rupees, but we are giving the discounted nearly like another 799 rupees. Don't miss out this special opportunity. Use this particular opportunity. This is a good opportunity. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. This is a good offer for you guys, because of we are discounted nearly 1100 rupees. Okay, 1100 rupees. So don't miss out this one. Don't miss out this one. This is a good offer. Only 799 rupees. The link is mentioned in the description. The link is mentioned in the command box as well. Right. Now I will be going to explain one. Okay. Now I'm going to like another loading the data set. Okay, I'm going to loading this data set. So how to loading the data? So once you are going to entering the Google Collaboratory notebook, okay, you have to loading the data first here. Okay, first here. So for an example, just go to this particular file folder and click there, and select your data. Okay, select your data that is called like that loan status data. I'm going to use it today. So for that, documents and loan status. So this is a data set. I'm going to use it today. Okay, you guys are you can collect the data from the Gaggle, that we can call it as like another Gaggle. You can collect the data from here. Just loan status prediction. Just search it here. Definitely you can collect this particular data, and here you can see this one. Check the data's features as well. Yeah, here you can see this one, customer terms. This is not. So I have using this. So this is the data set you can collecting here. So this is a good data for us, that you can see this one, loan ID, gender, married, dependencies. So here you can see this one. I will share the link to you guys. I will share the link to you who all are use this one in chat box. I will share it to you. This is a data set link. You can download. Okay, you can download. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Right. So once you download this particular data, you can upload this particular data. Just click here, and also the maybe you are downloaded in this, and it will be available here. just upload this one. Once it is uploaded, you can click this particular three dots and copy the path. Okay, copy the path. Now I'm going to that first thing, how to loading the data, how to loading the CSV file. That is the good question, correct? So here I'm going to creating that one particular variable tf. I'm going to store the data set to this particular variable that we can call it as tf. Okay, that we can call it as tf. So tf is equal to pd dot read csv, and here I can paste this particular copy the path and paste it here. Okay, once it is done, we should ensuring your data whether it is loaded or not. So for that time we have one particular function that we can call it as dot header function. The dot header function will help to display the first 5 rows of this particular data. Dot read csv will help to loading your data set. I hope you guys are watching this particular session. If you guys are watching this particular session in the sense, please raise your hands in chat box right now. Most of the people is actually playing in a command box. I thought that's okay, that is your wish. But who are seriously listening this particular session, please raise your hands in chat box right now. Okay, right. Okay. Dot read csv will help to loading your data. Dot header function will help to display the first 5 rows of this particular data. Okay, that you can see this one. Okay, read csv will help to loading this particular data, and dot header will help to first 5 rows of this particular data. And here you can specify any number inside this particular function. It will be displaying the 15 rows of this particular data. Try to understand 15 rows of this particular data. And next, dot tail function, last 5 rows of this particular data, just opposite of the header function. Tail will help to display the last 5 rows of this particular data. Okay, and inside this particular the tail function, you specify the number 10, means 10 last 10 rows of this particular data it is going to be displayed. I hope you guys are understood about this one. Now tf dot columns. Okay, tf dot columns, this will be help to display only the columns name of this particular data. Okay, tf dot columns, it will help to display the columns name of this particular data. Next, dot info, this will be help to display the information of this particular data. Okay, information of this particular data, what all the information is available, what all the information is available. So once I'm going to use a df.info function, this will be help to display the information of this particular data. And you can see this one. It will be displayed the total entries. Okay, total entries, how many rows? Okay, it starts from 0th index to the 613, totally 614. And the columns names, totally 13 column, that you can see this one. And here the count of the non-null. So basically 614 entries is available, but here the non-null value count only will be displayed. The remaining will be the null value. For example, 614, there is no null value in this particular column. But here we have the null value, nearly 13 null values is presenting in the gender column, correct? And here 3 null values are presenting in the married column, because of the count is very less when comparatively this particular total entries, correct? No? So here this particular count is actually only the non-null, okay? And you can see this one, here the data type of this particular columns. For example, gender is actually of course object, married object, dependence object, and education is object, self-employed is object, that is string, and remaining will be the number. Okay, I hope you guys are understood about this particular things. Okay, right? So now yes, one person is asking the question how to see the data type of one particular column. That is a good question, correct? So here I will tell you tf of I want to display the loan status data type. So here the loan status dot d types. So this is a way to finding this particular like that data type of this particular things. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is actually like that object. That is actually like that object. If you want to see this, any other thing that we can call it as like that loan amount, we can see this one. So this is the way you can find that one particular column data type. One person is asking the question right now that you can see this one. So this is the way. Derek, you got the answer. I thought. Derek, I hope you got the answer for this. How to see the data type of one single column? This is the way you can see the columns data type, single columns data type. Okay, right. So I don't have a much more time, so I will be explaining very faster. If you want to know the very detailed way in the sense, you can join the internship. That particular time you can learn more about this particular functionality. Okay. So tf.shape will help to display the how many rows and also the how many columns. So dot shape will help to display the how many rows and also the how many columns. Okay. Then only the data type I want to display. For an example, tf.t types only the columns data type of this each and every column that you can see this one. So tf.t types will help to display the what should I say objects. Now one person is asking the question. What is the question, Mr. Muhammad Danish? I didn't understand you. You can select the one column and print it. Definitely you will get it. Okay, right. Yeah. So now you can see this one dot d type will help to display only the data type of this particular each and every column. After that dot index. Okay, dot index will help to display the starting index and also the end index. That you can see this no. Dot information has the details which we discussed here. Okay, one by one. Correct? All the details which is available in the information of this particular data. So for that, if you need separately, you can use it. Right. Next, I'm going to like it that entering the counting the value based on the label. So what is the meaning of this one in the sense? If your column is a categorical column, it can be possible to give the count of the each category. Okay. So for an example, TF dot value counts of loan status, because of loan status having the two different category, that is yes and also the no. So this will be more helpful for display the count of the categorical column. Try to understand. So value counts will help to display the count of the categorical columns only. Okay, right. So value counts of this particular loan status column will help to display the yes 422, no 192. In the same way for education, graduate and also the non-graduate, for each categories count like this, and for married the count like this, yes or no. For self-employed the count like this. So value counts will help to display the categories count. Okay, categories count. Now now I am going to entering this mean, median and also the mode value. That is actually more helpful for like that calculating the continuous value, mean values and median values and also the mode value. In future days you will be understand what is that exactly meaning of this one. Okay, so mode in the sense a frequent highly occurrence of this particular value. Maybe 120 is a highly occurrence. That means multiple time 120 will come. Okay. Then mean value, that is the average value of this particular entire column, that is 146. And mode value, median value, mid value of this particular column, that you can see this one. This is the way you can easily get it. Okay, this is the way you can easily get it. Okay, right? Yes. Now after that, count the number of the values of each and every column, that you can see this one. The dot count will help to displace the non-null value count alone. Non-null value count alone. So that you can see this one. So this is a non-null value count alone, that you can see this one. Okay, right. After that, dot describe. This will be help to displace the statistical measurement of this particular data frame. So for an example, here you can see this one. Count of the all the columns. Okay, this will be help to displace the non-null values. Okay, then average, mean value, standard deviation value, minimum and maximum value, 25%, 50%, 75%. This will be, you can learn in future days as well what is the meaning of all these things. Okay, so dot describe is actually more helpful for calculating the statistical measurement of this particular data frame, guys. Okay, data frame. Now after that, now I will be moved to the next thing. Remove the rows and also the column. Okay, so remove the rows and also the column, that you can see this one. So for an example, I want to remove the rows, I want to remove the column. We have the function. So what is the functionality in the sense? For an example, dot drop is the function, will help to remove the rows. Okay, will help to remove the rows. So index number 3 I want to remove in the sense. So for an example, for removing the rows, here you can use the index number. Okay, here you can use the index number. You want to remove the column, that time you can go with columns parameter. Okay, columns parameter. This particular the parameter, call it as index. So you can specify the index number of the rows, which index number you want to remove, which index number you want to remove. So tf dot drop, then index number 3. Okay, index number 3, that particular third index is going to be removed, that you can see this one. And one more thing, axis you have to specify mandatorily. Axis 0 is nothing but going to accessing the rows. 1, axis 1 in the sense, it is going to be help to accessing the column. Okay, so dot drop index, third index is, I want to remove the third index, that means third index row, so it is going to be removed, that you can see this one. There is no number 3. Correct? Dot header function, first 5 rows is going to be displayed, including removing. Correct? I hope you guys are understood about this one. Next, remove the column. Okay, remove the column. Here I am going to creating the x and also the y. What is the task should I follow here means, without loan status and also the loan ID to store the x. Okay, and only the loan status to store the y. Okay, but here I want to remove the columns, that is loan ID and also the loan status, because of I should consider here x is actually the input data. So for this I want to remove that only that loan status and also the loan ID alone. The remaining will be stored to the x. So for that time, tf dot drop, then columns, the index can be replaced for removing the columns is actually the column. Here you can specify the column's name. You want to remove the multiple column in this, and you can use the list. Okay, you can use the list format, that is help to remove. Okay, that is help to remove that. So for that, loan ID I don't want to store the x, and also the loan status I don't want to store the x as well. So for that I can specify this particular columns, and axis 1 will help to remove that, that will be help to accessing your column. Okay, right. And here I'm going to like then only store to the loan status to the y. Now you can see this one, x dot ahead of, there is no loan id and there is no loan status at the end of this particular data, correct? So this is the way you can remove the rows and also the column with the help of the drop function. Okay, drop function will help to remove the rows and also the column. Just anything in text you can remove. So just for the example only I can specify the third index. Axis 0 means rows, axis 1 means column. Okay, right. Now I'm going to like let's see this one, dot iloc. Here iloc you can specify the indexing number. Okay, specify the indexing number. This will be like the value at the indexing location. So third index value is going to be displayed. So that means dot iloc 3, third index is going to be displayed. It is going to be accessing the third index row's value. Okay, what is the third index? Okay, just May, yes, 0, and loan ID we removed, no, non-graduate, and applicant income. So this is that applicant income. Yeah, you can see this one, applicant income. So based on the indexing number, we can accessing the that particular rows. Okay, so dot iloc of 3, it will be helped to display the third row. Indexing number 3 rows is going to be accessed. Okay, right. And here locating the particular column. So tf, okay, dot iloc, then colon, comma 3. What is the meaning of this one? It is going to be accessing entire column. Okay, entire column. And I want to specifically mention that only one column. That means 3. So what is the third column? Of course, the third column is actually word dependence. That I can see this one, the dependence. Understood what I'm saying? Understood? Okay, so this is the way you can like the dot iloc, and I want to specifically accessing one column means it can be possible to access based on the like the indexing number of the columns. Okay, indexing number of the column. So what is this meaning of this one in the sense? Colon will help to accessing all the columns, but here you can specifically third column indexing. So for that only it is going to be accessing this one, right? And here dot iloc, this is called the slicing, row slicing from 1 to 6. That means here n minus 1 till 5 it is going to be accessed. If I am going to mention that 7, you can specifically access that you can specifically access that one number into that end, this range to that range. It can be possible. Okay, it can be possible. Already I explained Mr. Ajay Yadav. How many times I can explain, I don't know. I explained a lot about this particular like that iloc. Yeah, I will explain for you, no problem. This colon will help to accessing all the columns. But comma 3, any number you can specify, it means it is going to be accessing that particular column. This is the indexing number of that column, third column. Okay, right. So for that only it is going to be displayed. You can try this, then only you can understand. Otherwise you can't understand whatever it is. Okay, and dot iloc 1 is to 7. It is going to be like another accessing. Start from 1 to till like another 6. So here you can consider n minus 1. If 8, 7 will display. If 9 means 8 will display. That's it. And is null it will be help to displace the is null values is presenting or not. Here is null of will help to displace the true or false. That means false means there is no null value, true means null value. So null value means empty cell, okay, empty cell, there is no values. True means there will be like another no value. So for that reason, okay, but we need a counter. So for that time, is null dot sum of will help to display the count of null values in each and every column. This will be the null value count of each and every column, guys. You can see this one. So is null of dot sum of will help to display the count of the null value. So these all of the null values is available. We need to clean. Okay, we need to clean. So for that time, dot drop now is one of the method to clean the null value. That means it is going to be remove the entire rows of this particular null value is presenting rows, okay, and column. For an example, gender 13, so totally 13 rows will be removed. Married 3 rows will be removed. 15 rows will be removed. 32 rows will be removed. Okay, so dot drop now will help to remove the null values. Okay, will help to remove the null values. I hope you guys are understood about this particular concept of this one. So is null dot sum up will help to display the count of the each and every column null values. Okay, dot drop now will help to remove the null values of this particular columns. Okay, right? So you can see this one right now. After using this particular dropper, all will be 0. Correct? All will be 0. So what is the meaning of this one? Of course, what is the meaning of this one? Of course, because of odd should be cleaned because of the dropper. Okay, because of the dropper. And now you can see the shape of this particular data after using the dropper. 480. Before that 614. Correct? 614 entries. But here 480 because of we using the dropper method. That particular dropper method remove the entire rows of this particular data null value presenting. Okay, right. And dot duplicated, this will be help to find the duplicated here. And duplicated dot sum will help to display the count of the duplicated. And drop duplicated will help to duplicates will help to remove the duplicates of this particular column data set. And here you can see this one, there is no duplicates of this particular data. It is very clear. Okay, very clean data. So this is all about today, guys. Okay, yes. Yeah, this is all about today. I hope you guys are really understanding about this particular concept. Okay, so I started very lately today, that is a 8:10, right? Sorry for the inconvenience because of I was facing some technical issues. So for that maybe. Okay, right. So this is all about like the Pandas library. You want to know more functionalities in Pandas library in the sense, please join. You can definitely know about very well about this particular Pandas library and knows about the several functionalities available in Pandas. Okay, right. And for every day I given a motivational quote. So today also, today also 3 challenges for the self improvement. 1, self discipline is the important and live a disciplined life. So make yourself as a disciplined person. That is the most important thing. And the second one, collect a smile and ask the question to yourself, did you smile today? Be the first to smile and bring the smile for other faces as well. So that is the most important thing. So collect the smile and also collect the smile, and you are the reason for smiling to bringing the smile from other faces as well. Just make it clear this. And the third one, create the new morning routine. So every day is a good beginning. So you can create a routine as well. So first one, self-discipline. Second one, collect the smile and be the reason for other smiles. And the third one, create a new morning routine. So this will be like that self improvement for yourself. You can try this definitely. This particular improvement will more help to you. You can also try it. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. Okay. Thank you so much, all. This is all about today of Pantas library. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow with a different topic. If you have any queries, you can ask me, guys. If you have any queries, you can ask me. Yeah, this is all about today, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow with a different topic of this particular session. Good night, all. Have a delicious dinner. Bye bye.